Family, hello, family. Let me tell you, AI, aka artificial intelligence, AI is not the boogeyman. Folks, oh my goodness, there's thousands of people out there that's afraid. They're hearing the term AI. We're hearing the term AI in all areas of our lives. We're hearing that term at church. We're hearing it definitely in social media. We're hearing it in business circles. AI. And for those of us who don't understand, and I just know just a little bit, for those of us who don't understand, we're treating it like, oh, it's really not a big deal. Or a lot of times when we don't understand something, we tend to kind of dismiss it as if it's not a big deal, only because we don't understand. But folks, let me tell you, AI is real. AI is here to stay, and AI is not the boogeyman.
Today's episode of Reset to Reinvent podcast is brought to you by the Adams Group Agency, developing final expense leaders.
Good day, everybody. Hello, family. I want to welcome you to episode 22. Yes, Reset to Reinvent, episode number 22. I am your host, Helen Blocker Adams, and I am so glad to be with you here today. And yes, we are going to talk a little bit about AI today in this episode. And it's so funny, several months ago when I was planning for the month of August and going into September and October for different topics for this podcast, AI was nowhere on my radar. Okay. Now, my limited knowledge of AI, I will reveal on this episode, but I want to just pour into you in the next 30-40 minutes or so how powerful AI is and how impactful it can make on your life, especially for women, especially for entrepreneurs. Okay. And that's primarily my market for Reset to Reinvent podcast. But before we go into a little bit more of what I want to talk about today, want to make sure that you subscribe, that you like, that you download this episode. And if you haven't listened to the previous episodes, go back, spend a little bit of time while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, listen to these episodes. I mean, last week's episode dealing with entrepreneurship and mindset and mental toughness. Come on, guys, in this economy, the way it's moving, the way it's grooving, we can't get left behind. We cannot get left behind. And when I talk about we, I'm talking about anybody that's listening. Black, white, orange, purple, tall, short, green, whatever. We can't get left behind. And a lot of times we get left behind because of things that we don't understand. We don't do a little bit of research to get clarity, and we get left behind. And 2 and 3 and 4 years later, we're like, oh man, I remember hearing that. Speaking of that, I remember about 2 years ago, one of my insurance business leaders, partners, sent me a text. And he said, Helen, this AI thing is really going to make an impact and take over in the insurance industry. And he sent me this clip and I listened to it and I'm like, I don't know what in the world they're talking about. I mean, I didn't understand it. And I remember just like it was yesterday. I just kind of poo-pooed it. I was like, that's really not that big of a deal. And I don't think it's really going to make that much of an impact on the insurance industry and how we do things. And that was because I didn't know, and I had a closed mind as it relate to that. And many of us who have a closed mind as it relates to AI, artificial intelligence, it's only because we don't understand. And what we don't understand, we have a tendency to just kind of put it on the back burner and, oh, let somebody else deal with that. And while we're doing that, life is passing us by. 5, 10, 15 years later, we could have said, you know what, if I had had my mind open just a little bit, I might have been able to take advantage of what's going on in this whole AI global phenomenon. I mean, it really is. And for me, I'm going to tell you, I am starting to become a student of it and read and listen a little more and pay attention. And what I want to spend time doing today is getting you just to think, just to expand your mindset a little bit, to say, you know what, maybe this is something that I can integrate, that I can incorporate, that I can utilize. And doesn't mean that you've got to be a technology guru, if you will. No, but if there are some ways that you can do things more efficiently, that you can do things quicker, that you can do things more professionally, and do it in a way that the time frame is condensed compared to the way the same things were done 5 years, a year ago, 10 years ago, wouldn't you at least want to take a listen, to just explore the opportunities and the possibilities? Of course you do. Absolutely, of course you do. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to share with you the definition of artificial intelligence. Okay. I'm going to just give you the definition of artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is the ability of a digital computer or computer controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. The term is frequently applied to the project of developing systems endowed with the intellectual processes characteristics of humans, such as the ability to reason, discover meaning, generalize, or learn from past experience. Okay, so that's in a nutshell, and I know that's a whole lot. Okay, and the way I'm going to break things down and just give you guys some ideas and some nuggets and some things that I've run across, that I've heard or read or seen or experienced, and you're going to be like, oh my goodness, wow, AI is really not the boogeyman. And what's so interesting is when this insurance gentleman, friend of mine, said that to me, and really, I read the text. I went to, I think it was a YouTube, and this was 2 years ago. And I read it and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds okay. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. And so fast forward 2 years later, I'm hearing AI everywhere, everywhere. I've shared with you, I went to the podcast summit in Atlanta, and oh my goodness, many of the seminars, many of the conversations, the offline conversations, the overhearing conversations in the hallways and in between courses was AI, AI, AI. And it was really pretty exciting. So I'm at a point in my young 66 years, in my infancy of this podcast space, in my interest in doing more teaching and more seminars. And speaking of that, I've got a master class coming up. Okay, I want you to go to Eventbrite and just type in, let's see, the name of our master class. And I should know it by heart, but I've got so much in my head that I want to say today. Is called Fall Hard, Rise Harder. Fall Hard, Rise Harder Masterclass is coming up in September. It's only $99 for 4 weeks. We've got 4 Mondays in a row, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is going to be via Zoom. You're going to receive course material. You're going to receive a complimentary one of my ebooks, and you need to go ahead and register. We only have a limited number of spaces available, okay? But check this out. This is what the course is about. This dynamic course is designed for individuals seeking to overcome setbacks and emerge stronger than ever. Through a blend of personal stories, practical strategies, and interactive exercises, you will learn how to navigate challenges, harness the power of failure, and cultivate a mindset geared toward growth. Now, I know I said a mouthful, but I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. You will get your money's worth, and your life will be transformed. This is my first master class, and this was inspired from the summit when I heard many of these presenters and speakers and podcasters talk about some of the things that they're doing. And when I think about my years of experience and my ups and downs and my significant, limited, unlimited, multiple failures, and I'm like, you know what? I have a story to tell. We all have a story to tell. Our story and our testimonies are just absolutely unbelievable, that need to be shared. And as much as I like to teach and share, I said, how about put this in a masterclass so I can be able to share with you exactly how to get past that and still have a smile on your face and still be thriving and striving. And that's what this masterclass is all about. You got to register. I'm serious. You got to register. You can go to Eventbrite, look up Fall Hard, Rise Harder Masterclass. It will pull up. And if you can't find it that way, send me an email to reset2reinvent@gmail.com. Reset2reinvent@gmail.com. And what we will do, we will send you the link. Okay. We only have a limited number of slots available. This is my first time. You can be able to have bragging rights that you're in Helen Blocker Adams' first of many master classes. And I promise you will not be disappointed. 4 weeks online course, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., beginning the second Monday in September. Okay. So one of the things when I think about the podcast summit and how that buzz, AI was just out there, I thought about it. And one of the, oh gosh, I have just, I just have so much that I want to say today. All right, Helen, slow down. Just slow down. I want you all to understand that if you have dreams, your dreams can align. You can have these dreams, your dreams for success, dreams for entrepreneurship, dreams for 6-figure, 7-figure businesses. You have the ability now. And there's information out there. There's going to be more information that I'm going to share and make available that you can use and incorporate your dreams and AI and make it a partnership. You're like, what are you talking about, Helen? Now, this topic for this episode is dreams and the power of AI. Dreams and the power of AI. I just recently listened to a YouTube interview between Nehemiah Davis and Alicia Littles. Alicia Littles is the queen of AI. Nehemiah Davis is the king of just philanthropy, and he gets it when it comes to AI and grasp it. And so on his podcast, you can catch it on YouTube. His podcast is called The Circle of Greatness. He's big on greatness and he wants everybody to be great. And he understands that the power of AI can really make an impact on your dreams. And if you listen to that YouTube interview, which I did shortly before I'm recording this particular episode, I realized that, you know, it's not as complicated as one may think. You don't have to be an expert in every arena, but what you do have to do is have a dream. You've got to have a dream of where you want to go and then figure out how AI can be able to help you get there. For example, there are there's probably 3 forms of AI that I currently use. And to be perfectly honest, one of them, I wasn't really thinking of that as an AI tool. And that's the way I want you to keep in mind, I'm a layman. I am a communicator, a podcaster, a professor, a teacher, a trainer, a life insurance agent. I'm just a regular person. I'm simple. I like things simple. And things that are complicated just kind of blows in my mind. And that's why 2 years ago, when my insurance business partner said to me, well, Helen, take a look at this and see how this is going to make an impact on the insurance industry. And I was like, well, whatever. And that's what a lot of us are doing. So I'm letting you know to stop it. Okay. Now, this was 2 years ago. 2 years ago when he mentioned this whole thing about AI. And naturally you hear it, but here's what I see is when, let's just say in the insurance industry, when we think about AI and what it can do, there's so many things that it can do to make your life simpler. You can Google things like terms like funnels, things like lead generation. There's when we talk about lead generation in the insurance arena, when we talk with someone about an insurance, about different types of insurance that can impact their family, that comes from what we call leads. And that's a person who has inquired, who has gotten information from XYZ company and they want to hear more. Well, there are ways that AI is helping agencies, helping agents, helping carriers generate leads quicker, more efficiently. Now, how that all works, I don't know, but I do know that is one way right off the top of my head that AI is making an impact in the insurance industry. Now, is that a bad thing? Absolutely not. If we can find ways to streamline, to minimize the amount of time it takes for us as insurance agents to find new people to be able to talk to, and we can use AI as a tool to leverage, and that's the key word, leverage. That word as it relates to AI, leverage and open mind. Those are 2 key points that I want you to get out of my podcast message today, guy. Leveraging and having an open mind. If you don't have an open mind regarding AI, artificial intelligence, then you're going to be left behind. I know that sounds hard because somebody out there is saying, oh, this AI is taking away jobs. That may be true, but it could be creating more jobs. It's how you look at this. It's how you are looking at AI. Do you want to be in the circle of people who are sitting there touting, oh, this AI, this artificial intelligence, it's taking jobs away. They've got robots and you got this and that that's taking away the jobs. And there's not a thing you can do about it. It's already happening. Maybe it is taking jobs, but it's also creating more jobs. Think about it. Chat GPT. Okay, once again, I'm just speaking from layman's term. I'm just kind of processing this even as I'm talking, because it's like mind-blowing how big this potential is. I mean, gazillion dollars in terms of the economy. Okay. And there's something that I do want to share a little bit later, if I can pull this up on my computer. But when it comes to the economy, and I know you're probably like, man, Helen is all over the place. I hope that you're finding some nuggets here, because I'm trying to let you know and trying to get that mindset. That mindset, boy, it can really mess us up. That mindset can just really mess us up, because we have a tendency to just, if it's something we don't understand or we have limited information on, it's like, we're not really putting a lot of credence to it. And we've got to stop doing that. You've got to have an open mind regarding this AI, and you've got to figure out, how can I dream big and incorporate the power of AI? And that's what I want. So some of my messages and some of my tips and points that I'm going to be sharing, that I've already been inputting in here, I want you to think. I just want you to think about, I don't want you to think, oh, this is taking away jobs. But flip it and say, you know what? Okay, maybe it is. Because there's nothing you can do about it. So why pout and worry about something that you have no control over? Instead, turn that mindset to something positive and say, you know what? Okay, I get it. What is your career area? What are your interests? What are your dreams? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Where do you want to be 6 months from now? What are your dreams? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? How long do you think it's going to take you to get there? Do you know that dreams and the power of AI can be condensed and implemented and strategized in a way that your dreams are flying in a way, in the orbit, in a way that you never even dreamed by the end of this year, if you put your mind to it, if you have an open mind. So when I think about this podcast, for example, and one of the AI tools that we use, which is pretty phenomenal. I mean, my producer and I, we do our research, we listen to people, and folks, you have got, with this whole AI stuff, you have got to lean in and listen to people who are experts in the industry. Alicia Little, she's the queen of AI. Look her up. I got a chance to meet this lady. I was in her seminar session. I recorded the entire session. I was taking notes. I got a chance to meet her. I got a chance to take pictures with her. She's funny. She's relatable. And if anybody, Now, keep in mind, I haven't heard a whole lot of speakers on AI, but I just know Sister Girl, she got it going on. If you want to understand it in a way that, what do they call it? AI for Dummies. I don't know if there's a book out there, probably is. The AI for Dummies. You need to listen to Alicia Littles because she just breaks it down. And check out, oh, by the way, I got a new Instagram account. Go to Reset to Reinvent on Instagram. Check it out. We've got a lot of, you'll see the picture that I was telling you about with me and Alicia and other people that I met at the summit. But she just helps breaks it down in a way that the average person can understand. And I think that is so, so important. And so when I think about one of the tools that we use on this show, on this podcast, to expand our social media presence. It's called Opus Clips. Okay. So very simple. Even I use it. Even I know how to use it. Very, very simple. I'm able to get my podcast and put it into this platform, and then it creates multiple clips that we can be able to put on social media. We don't have to do all of the writing and the headlines, and it lets us know, Opus Clips lets us know that we're able to what could possibly go viral on what social media and all of that. And that is an AI tool. Okay. Well, how about that? Now, maybe you don't have a podcast, but I tell you what, there may be other areas that you're in. You're consultant, you do seminars, you do public speaking, maybe you want to write books. There's ways that you can utilize and expand your dreams and utilize the power of AI. And I'm just giving you just some little snippets. I want you, as you're listening to this particular episode, I want you to expand your mind. I want you to get that mindset to say, you know what, I'm not going to poo-poo AI like Helen did 2 years ago. Okay. Now, does it mean if I had have embraced it, things would be different now? I don't know, but I can't worry about that. But what I do know is what I heard at that podcast summit was just enough to blow your mind. And if you go to YouTube and watch the Circle of Greatness podcast with Nehemiah and Alicia, you're going to be like, oh wow, Helen was right. This is no joke. And so I want you to expand your dreams. I want you to dream bigger. I know one thing, I'm dreaming bigger. And this podcast is dreaming bigger. The people around me were dreaming bigger. And that's what this is about. If we can get to our dreams quicker, faster, more expedient, and still professional, then why not give it a shot? Okay. There have been many phenomenons, global economy situations that have passed us by. They've passed us by because we weren't paying attention. We were too busy worrying about things that we had no control over. And this time we have a golden opportunity, guys. Okay, for another one. Here's another tool, Chat GPT. I know you all have heard of Chat GPT. Now, I've used Chat GPT and Chat on AI. And it's an app. Okay, now it's a free app, and then there's others you can get advanced levels to do more things depending on what your industry is. But Chat is really so cool. Think about, to me, and when I first think about Chat GPT, I think about Google. How many times have we, let's just say 10 years ago, 5 years ago, there's something that comes to mind and you're like, man, I need to get a little bit more information on that. Or what exactly does that mean? Or how does that impact? What do? We go to Google. We type in Google, da, 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 and then Google pops up. So what's the difference? Google is like an AI. Maybe, I don't know. But all I know is we use another source, uh, technology related. Um, think about it. And when we think about, oh, it's taking people's jobs, well, somebody is in the background, y'all. You know, the technology people, the people who are writing these things. Do you think all of those words that's popping up on chat GPT when you type in a question, do you think, yes, it's a computer that's generating it, but it's a human in the background that's typed it? That could be you from a career perspective. Speaking of careers, there are so many career opportunities as an entrepreneur, as a solo entrepreneur, as an employee at XYZ company. If you look at the top industries, top job career areas in the area of AI, artificial intelligence, folks, that might be a career area you might want to tap into, whether it's consulting, whether it's on the technical side. There are so many. Go in, I'm not gonna do all the work for you. Go into chat GPT and just type in. Go ahead and do it right now. For those of you who are exploring more opportunities, for those of you who have children that's going away to college, and what degrees are they pursuing? Are they pursuing careers that are almost extinct right now? You need to think about that. Careers now and moving forward over the next 5, 10, 15 years are going to be highly sought after in the AI community. And it's not as tech as you might think. And even if it is, we've got a lot of smart people out there that can put all those things together in the background, the coding and all of that stuff. But go into chat GPT right now and just type in, let's say, top careers in the AI industry in 2026. Let's say 2026 and see what pops up. That's what you need to do. Okay? That's what you need to do. Instead of crying about, oh, they're taking jobs, they're taking my job. Well, you know what? Take advantage of that. Expand your dreams and allow your AI to leverage, partner with AI. I mean, the more I learn as I listen to that podcast with Nehemiah and Alicia, I mean, all kinds of ideas came to mind of things that I want to be able to do as we explore more in this podcasting space and the whole education, creating more courses, doing more master classes. All I can say is just, guys, I'm just giving you just little bit of what's to come. And I'm really very excited about it because I've always been a type of person who wanted to make an impact. How can I make somebody's life better? How can I encourage them? How can I motivate them? How can I get them to see beyond where they are despite the circumstances? You might say, Helen, man, this all sounds good, but man, I don't have any money. I get it. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. But that's beside the point, because you're not going to be broke forever. Find a way to get unbroke. Dream big and allow the power of AI to take your mind to another place so that maybe you might not be broke 30 days from now. If you read some of the information that's out there, and it's just a matter of you just spending a little bit of time, but the bottom line, the first thing you've got to do is, where do you want to go? What are your dreams? What are your goals? Are you just waking up every day and just kind of taking each day as it go? Well, whatever happens is whatever's going to happen. If it's the Lord's will, then that's way. No, it doesn't work that way. God gives us, man, he gives us the power, the ability to create wealth. What is that in Deuteronomy? But you got to have some widgets, ideas. He gives you those ideas. He gives you those dreams. Those dreams didn't just come out of the air. God's given you a dream, and you've been sitting back. Oh, I can't do this. It's going to be too hard. It's going to take too much money. It's going to take too much time. I don't know how to do it. Do you know what AI can do for you with all of those questions that I just shared? Do you know you can go into Chat GPT and just put all of those little thoughts, all those little questions that I just said, and just put it in there and see what kind of ideas come up to expand on what your ideas are? Folks, you got to realize it's a big world out there. We are in a global economy. Get out of your little box. Whatever community you're in, whatever industry you're in, there are better, more streamlined ways to do it better. Expand your mindset. If I don't say anything else today that makes an impact on you, I just need you to expand your mind. And I'm telling you, one of the ways that you can expand your mind is not only read more books, read books that are relevant, that can help your mind grow. We talk about that a lot with my insurance agency. We have a book club. We talk about, like right now, the book that we're reading is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That is a timeless book written in 1936. Okay. This book is still timely. You've got to read books. You've got to go to conferences. You've got to step out of your comfort zone. Dreams, those dreams that you have, God gave you those dreams. Why are you sitting on them? Why not allow AI, that boogeyman AI, to help transform your life? I want you to shoot me an email or put in comments wherever you're watching this. Send me an email, reset2reinvent@gmail.com. Share with me your dreams. Let me help you expand those dreams. Let me help encourage you. Can you do that? I want you to do that. Gosh, I want so much for you. Oh my goodness. In today's episode, I know it may seem like I've been all over the place, but I hope that you were able to put this together, to piece it together, because I just have so much on my heart. I'm going to have more. I'm not going to just go just so much today, but I just want you to see that there's power in things, opportunities. There's power in, how am I trying to say this? There's power in the unknown. And right now, AI, the buzzword, it's not just a thing. It's real. It's impactful. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry that can be tied in, integrated with any career area, any industry. It's just a matter of which of the tools, and there are many AI tools. There are many AI tools that you can use, that you can be able to say, hey, I'm tied in with AI. But you got to have an open mind, and you got to leverage dreams and the power of AI. The time is yours. The opportunity is yours. The time is now. I want you to grab it. And I'm going to be sharing more information. I'm going to have more resources available. I'm going to have more e-courses available and online courses that we're working on to be able to help you navigate through all of this. Oh, believe me, we're busy working on this thing, because time is waiting for no one. As I think about the insurance industry, there's people dying every day, every second. Somebody is dying. We just can't keep waiting for something to happen. We've got to go out there and make things happen. And we have an opportunity now to tap into an industry, a phenomenon called AI that can change your life exponentially and quickly compared to the way things were done. From writing books to integrating it in your business to generating leads in your insurance business or any other industry where you have to talk to and sell to people. It's just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. So as we wrap up today's episode, I just want to thank you for being here. I hope that something resonated with you today. As you can see, I'm pretty pumped up. And I just had to make this episode my way of pouring out. I just had to put it out there because it was bubbling all inside of me as I'm getting more and more understanding. And once again, this was from a layman's point of view, okay? But I want you to see, and I believe you got it now, okay? And if anything, expand your mind. Have an open mind. AI is not the boogeyman. Dreams and the power of AI. Dreams and the power of AI. Oh my goodness, you're at the right place at the right time. If you're thinking about starting a business, if you're thinking about expanding your business, if you're thinking about doing something part-time or full-time, expand those dreams. Remember, those dreams came from God. And God is not going to be pleased if you're just sitting on those dreams because you're waiting for the right opportunity. You're waiting for the right amount of money in your bank account. You're waiting for everything to be all just so. It's not going to happen that way. God says, look, I gave you the dream. I got you. You go out there and do what I have asked you to do. Pursue and follow on those dreams. And if it just so happens there's an AI tool to help you help that manifest quicker than the way it could have been 2 or 3 and 4 years ago, well, what a beautiful thing. Dreams and the power of AI. I want to thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode of Reset to Reinvent podcast. I am your host, Helen Blocker Adams, episode 22, and I'm just so excited about future episodes and what we've got for you. Make sure that you subscribe, that you like, that you download this podcast. Make sure you go back and listen to the other episodes that we have. We've got some really good stuff out there, guys, okay? I want you also to follow us on Instagram. Follow us on the new Instagram, Reset to Reinvent Instagram. It is power. It is fire. Lots of good information on there. And just, you know what? Reach out to me. Reset to Reinvent at gmail.com. Let me know what you think about this AI phenomenal. Let me know maybe some things that you're interested in that you would like for me to share or make available or create or whatever. Just let me know. Let me see what I can do for you. Okay. So once again, thank you so much. You guys have been amazing, absolutely amazing. Don't forget to go to our website, also resettoreinvent.com. Go to our stand store where it says Reinvent Store. We've got some books on there. We've got some ebooks dealing with mental toughness. The book about how to considering becoming an insurance agent. We've got books on leadership. Go check it out. Reset to Reinvent.com. Go to our Reinvent store and check out our ebooks. They're there for you. It's designed to be able to help you, empower you, so that we can manifest those dreams that are just flowing in your mindset that needs to come out, and make an impact on the world. Don't you want to make an impact on the world? Yes, you do. Have a wonderful day, and thank you again for being here. You know what? Because you deserve to be inspired. Peace.